Hey guys, it's Lady C back with you. My sous chef, Cece, is not here with me today. We're going to do something very quick, and it's going to be a homemade garlic bread. So let's get to it. It's a perfect complement to any pasta dish or anything. I have a previous video with a pasta dish, and we're actually having this as a side. So, as always, we start off by washing our hands. This is so quick, simple, and easy. It's going to taste like, you know, it came from a restaurant. All right, so very few ingredients, just parsley, garlic, a little bit of seasoned cheese, olive oil. That's it. The best garlic bread you ever had. So we're going to start by making what I call a garlic concoction. And what we're basically going to do is we're going to take some fresh garlic and we're going to blitz it. So I have about, what's that, 5? I got about 10 bulbs of garlic. I'm going to do about 8. And then, because we're only going to do about a half a loaf of bread, right? I'm going to, this is a garlic parmesan oil. You need a little bit of oil. Why is this not coming off? Well, I can't get this off, you guys. So, honey, can you help me get that, please? But we're also going to use another oil. We're going to use some olive oil as well. That just has some little bit of flavor in it. So we're going to throw some olive oil up in there. We have some butter. And my husband is giving me the oil back. All right, so shake this up. This just has Italian seasonings. I did it again, sweetie. Oh gosh, this just has Italian seasonings and Parmesan and oil. It's like a pre-mixture. I have some softened butter here, and we'll let that sit there for a second. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. All right, so now we're going to take some of this garlic Parmesan oil. Right? And you guys know I always use my own seasonings, so I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning up in there. All right. And for this, you can use fresh or dry parsley. But for bread, I use dry parsley, fresh parsley. This is a little, dry seasonings are always a little bit stronger than fresh. So we want that to really come through. All right, I'm going to go and blitz this and let's see what we come up with. Now we're going to add a little bit of that butter. So, we're going to add a little bit of this butter in here. Right? And we want the part that's kind of soft, not the part that is... That smells amazing. So then we are going to get some type of bowl or something so that you guys can see what we have. And it's nothing but olive oil, butter, seasonings, and garlic, and you make a spread with it. Ooh, it smells amazing. All right, so I'm going to get a brush. It is hot in this kitchen because I am cooking. All right, and you just want to buy like some nice whole bread here. We use this for everything. Cheese bread, subs, sandwiches. So you're just going to take the bread. And we are going to do this 2 ways. I'm missing my sidekick who would be here to help me. to take a piece of parchment paper so that this doesn't stick or I don't cut up my counters. All right. And then we're going to cut that. Let me see if I can find my sous chef. Looks like they're already eating. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this bread, and as you can see, it's a nice sturdy bread, soft middle. So we are going to just go straight down the middle. Get you a very good sharp bread knife. All right. Cut that open, soft middle. And we have some melted butter, and we also had some softened butter, but we had that for a reasoning because now we want to add some more butter flavor to this. So I'm going to just, and be liberal with the butter. You can never go wrong with the butter. Just be as liberal as you want. You want this to be good. You want this to be flavorful. And that's the reason why you put some seasoning in it, just a little bit more than garlic. Right? So I'm going to add a pinch of sea salt to this. Don't need a lot. Right? Let's stir this up. And you should have something that kind of looks like this, a nice spread, so that that olive oil can spread on the bread nice and good when you put it on there. Don't be shy. All right. So you can just kind of take the butter and spread it all over. Some people I know, they add the butter right in with the olive oil, but what I find is it burns the bread. I want to make sure I get all this garlic up out of here. Some people also use garlic paste. Some people use dry garlic. To me, dry garlic is too strong. As you know, dry seasonings are stronger than fresh seasonings. So when you use the dry garlic, it's very overpowering. So that's why we're going to use fresh garlic in this. All right. Sprinkle a little bit more seasoning than that. So again, we'll put the ingredients in the description, but this is nothing but olive oil, butter, fresh garlic, and some dried parsley and cheese. So we're going to take this and we are going to just drizzle that all over here and just let the bread soak up the olive oil. Another reason why I don't add the butter in with it, because I want the bread to soak up the olive oil and not the butter. All right. And you're going to put this in the oven. Set your oven to about 350. I'm actually going to use my toaster oven. It's quicker. It's faster for me. And I'm not making a lot. If I was making a full loaf of this, I would use my regular oven. But this is small enough to go into my toaster oven. I'm just going to get you a little baking sheet. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this back on. Actually, I was going to put them together like this. And then I am going to toast this with the garlic because I want the garlic to get cooked. So I'm going to wrap this up and I am going to toast this for about 6 to 7 minutes, right? And then after 6-7 minutes, you take it out, put your cheese on it, and you got the best garlic bread. So we are going to roll this up and toast it. We'll be back in a few minutes to let you guys see what it's like, all right? Let's pop this in the toaster oven really quickly. All right, folks, so we're back. This is what our bread looks like when it comes out of the toaster. Garlic's cooked. And if you actually look at this one, it has a nice solid bottom. So now what we're going to do is this is fresh provolone, none of that shredded stuff, real stuff. And we're going to lay the provolone right on it. And this is a mixture of some cheddar and some Parmigiano. Alright, and then we're gonna just take this cheese. I may need more because my kids came and robbed me from it. We want this thing to be so covered in cheese, we're just gonna sprinkle it all over. So I may have to put some more. And this is just a combination of mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, Reggiano. I don't really know how to say it. We have some mozzarella, some cheddar, some Gouda. We like cheese in this house. When you have kids, it's that way. Alright, so as you can see, I'm kind of out of cheese. And that's alright. We want this to be very, very cheesy. So what I'm going to do really quickly, which is probably going to be better anyway, because it'll be more free fall. So I'm just going to take some, we got some different cheeses here. And we're just going to take it and just shred it really quickly. Really easy. And you can take whatever your favorite cheese is and get your little hand grater and just go to work. So we'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and give them all types of flavors. That one broke on us. Doing a little bit too much pressure. And this is a fun way to get the kids involved too, making the kids come and shred the cheese, which I should have had my kids do instead of having them come and eat it all. So we'll take some of this. Alright, let's do a little bit of Gouda. We'll do, I think this is sharp actually. So we have provolone, sharp. And you guys can use whatever. Or you can just make just the regular garlic bread and come out with just the mixture. Something very easy, fun to eat. Can be an afternoon snack, after dinner meal, anything you want. So simple, so quick, 10 minutes, homemade. Tastes as though it came from a restaurant. So no more paying. What do we pay? $2.99 for a slice of this bread cut in half? And I paid, oh, by the way, again, this is budget meals. Again, I paid $1 for this whole loaf. And we're only using half. I paid $1 for this. Cheese is kind of expensive, but we buy it in bulk on sale. So, when it's on sale, we usually go to town on it. Alright, so all I'm going to do now is take this stuff that's covered in all this luscious cheese, let it melt for about 2-3 minutes. You're on your preheated oven of 375, come back and we're gonna slice it up. And we have an extra piece of provolone, you know, so the kids won't fight over it. I'll even do something like this because my kids fight over everything. So we'll do something like that. All right, and we'll be right back. Yeah, I should have topped that with white cheese.
Looks like little shoes.
Let me see. You are so stupid. Alright folks, we're back and we have our homemade garlic bread, garlic cheese bread. We added cheese to this, so just to show you what you look like, that's our little 4 or 5 cheese combination with our homemade garlic. And I said about 3 minutes. I let this go for 5 minutes because I added so much extra cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut into this. You hear that crunch, and you can also see the softness. I'm not having any problem going through this, so that lets you know that the bread is so soft. This is hot, you guys, so I probably should have let this sit for a minute, but I want to show you guys how cheesy and ooey and gooey this is. You see the garlic and the cheese, and so I was gonna let the kids, I cut 2 pieces. I always like to let the kids try this, but I can't let them eat this hot. But they're cheese fanatics. So, and you can see how I can basically, I can just basically cut through this and then lift it up and break it off. That's because that bottom, that part is hot. It has a little crunch. And then the top is so soft and moist, the inside. And this is such a lot of cheese. All right, listen, we're gonna deal with this one. This thing is hot. Y'all ain't gonna kill me. You can see what it turned out. It's lovely. A lot of cheese. I'm gonna have my baby son, who's a cheese fanatic. I'm gonna have to blow this for him. Hey, Juju, You want to try a piece of mommy's cheese bread? All right, come, let's see. So we can see if this tastes right. You know, did you help mommy to put the cheese on here? No? We got to blow it because it's really, really, really. Let me try it first. Oh my God. That's good. Bite that little piece right there. Is a savage with all that cheese. That's really good, Juice. Here's the crunch.
Yeah.
And it's so soft. Is it soft? Alright. Well, that's been another episode with Lady C. Bread, thumbs up, thumb down. Let the people know. We did another video. Alright, homeboy. Say, we'll see you in the next video.
We'll see you in the next video.
Alright, we're out of here. Alright, come on. We're done.
What video? Oh, you don't need
This bread is really good though, Juju.
But we'll do